All right, Ethan. Oh, excuse me. It says we live. We can get some people in here on here. Well, there is trash all in the water.
Yep.
We had to dust the trash. Why don't you sit up over here?
Anybody in yet?
Look like there's one in there. Oh, where he goes. He hammered that down. Watch it go. Watch it go. Reel down, reel down, reel down.
Oh crap!
Reel.
Oh.
Does that feel like a good one? He hammered that and smoked it.
Got off.
Huh?
Got off.
Think he got off? Reel,
I
reel.
don't feel anything on there. There's nothing on there.
Did he get off?
Yep.
Really?
Wait. Nope.
He didn't.
No, he didn't. Is he either coming to the boat?
Might be coming to the boat. Really fast. He's over here. Still on there. He went to the side of the boat. He comes straight to the boat. Flying on the top. Reel, 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 reel. Get it out here.
Well, yeah.
Huh? Oh, feel like a good one?
I can't drag it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Does that look like a big one to you?
You stuck? Huh?
Either you're going the opposite direction, or it's just that big. Probably the first time.
Is he coming?
Yeah. The old maneuver to get it up here.
Oh, he's got wrapped around something.
Great.
See, knock the float off.
Get him off.
See if I can feel you on there. Got off. I mean, got screwed up.
Get it off though.
I'm sure he did.
So can you get it off?
Oh, can I get this loose?
Yep.
Oh, that's breaking.
Not breaking it?
Oh, you got to come up. Man, that hammered down 100 miles an hour. That was a good one. You're going to lose this rig probably. That's hung up good.
What happens if you loosen it up? Maybe it's still wrapped around and just loosen it up. Maybe it come on then.
I don't think that's as hard as that wrap. I can't feel no line slick at all down there. That was a good one right there. Something come loose.
You have anything on there?
No.
How big that one was?
I don't know if that was a good one.
Oh, well, that's why you don't feel anything on there.
No.
So when he took that float, he took the whole entire thing.
Yep. Let me rig this right here up and you keep them entertained. And turn this one off.
It's still just my phone in. So never mind.
All right, hand me my rod back here while I rig this one up. You can see who all's coming in and talk to them there a minute. And tell them what you just done. You got a big fish hung up.
Yeah, I got a big fish.
Tell them what you called earlier.
25-pound flathead, right?
Get up there in front of the camera. What are you doing?
Sitting down.
You have to get in front of the camera, son. Right here.
I am right here.
Come stand right there.
Come stand right here.
And watch the rods. Tell them what we've done this morning.
Well, first thing we did this morning was catch a 25 pound flathead.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we
We
got out
wasn't
here.
gonna go live, but we decided to. Tell them about all the crash and everything.
Damn.
Just talk fishing.
Then as soon as we got the camera on, we got that one, and then it got off. What they crashed?
And checking, see who else in there on the comments.
Right now, I don't see anybody in someone left.
On 0.
It's on 2.
Push the comment button.
Right.
Okay. Let's see. Now if they might pop up, you can see them right there. Dad, blame it. See how you do?
What do you mean how I do? Waiting to fish for that one.
That was a good one. A good one. And what'd you do? You
What
let
do you
it
mean,
get
what
away.
I didn't let it get away. It got hung up. I was trying to figure out what it got hung up on.
You know, all honestly, as fast as that hammered and went over, I believe that might have been a gar.
Probably.
I ain't for sure.
A gar that heavy though?
Well, there's some big ones in here, but I don't. That was a big fish.
Will a striper do that?
Not pull that big board like that. Not be that heavy. Lake Murray ain't got stripers in here that big no more. You got something happening to that one rod right yonder. See what's going on with it.
With the bobber?
Yeah. We'll speed the boat up.
You gonna break it that way?
What we'll do is we know where we're fishing it, we can make a big.
Yeah, where? Oh, it's under the water.
Here you go, reel this in so we can check. Huh?
Now I gotta go get it.
I'm gonna make a big one.
You gonna leave these in? Leave these down?
Well, when you fish like we do, you're gonna break off a lot of equipment. We're gonna make a big loop right here and go back and get the bobber. Ethan,
Joe, you wanna go around that way?
you need to keep them maintained right here. Well, I fixed this one. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go over here and I'm gonna make a loop and come back.
Yeah.
Let me slow the boat down. Keep your eye on the bobber. And read the comments.
How big do you think that was?
I don't know, but it's a good sized fish. I mean, you can't never tell. I mean, it wasn't no dink, but it was a good fish. But you can't never tell till you get it up next to the boat or see it on top of the water.
It was fine good until it got hung up.
Huh?
It was fine good until it got hung up.
That second rod right there, let that out, son.
This one?
Yeah.
How much?
Till it's about 5. Just let it go. I'll tell you.
Put 2 floats on there?
I dropped a pin somewhere for this bobber.
Right at your foot.
No.
Roy said a life jacket looks good on me.
Who?
Roy.
It would have looked better if he hadn't got that fish hung up. That'd have been a good. He already put a 25-pound flathead in the boat. And we fished with gizzard shad. Big old gizzard head right there.
Damn, the fishing's good. I slip across that fence, line pole and mag live. Wear out them bass and crappie.
Well, I had a phone call. That interrupted. Give me that board.
Did you show them the new board yet?
All right, guys, if y'all got a good set of boards that pull hard, most of the time the clips don't last that long. So I'm gonna give you a little trick that I do. When I hook this board up, I'll take this line and I give it one twist. Then I'll hook it in behind that nipple and kind of pull it loop down to the cliff right there, and it keeps them from slipping. I must have hit the button and stopped.
What button?
This button right here. We motivating now, ain't we?
Yeah.
Got this other rod. Trying to keep eye on it. Patriot bobber. We're gonna make a big loop right here, pull back and get it. I'm gonna put another one out and we're gonna retrieve that. Because if you don't retrieve them boards, I'm gonna promise you, people will come through here and steal your stuff. It don't matter.
Yeah, if you got your name on it, they'll still steal it.
Huh?
And if you got your name on it, they'll still take it.
Oh yeah. How fast we going? 0.4?
Yeah.
We getting back there. All right, boy wonder. You get them entertained while I fix this one.
See it not dropping the water right now, that's all I got.
Huh? You can come over here under the shade and I'll turn this just a little bit and keep eye on the boards. You gotta sit up, stand up, because I want them to see the rods and you. You gotta look at the camera every now and then. Keep eye on chat. It's right here.
Oh, I can't see that. Can't see that. The sun's glaring on it. See that though.
Tell them what we're using.
Bait. Gizzard shad.
Everything.
You know, they ain't know what we're using. Tell them everything every video. This time we ain't using perch.
No, we ain't using perch this time. It's just all gizzard shad.
Using our new planter boards. They do work better than last time. Than the last ones we had.
Well, the other ones wore out.
Mm-hmm.
They've been beat and banged around. I mean, they're still good boards.
What happened to them?
I give them to Mr. Larry. He's wanting to learn how to pull boards. So I give them to Mr. Larry. Oh yeah.
Here's that poppers.
Still got you on it?
Yep.
Been a while since you got to fish with me. And
Yep.
I about got this one rigged. What kind of bobbers we got down in our Patriot bobbers?
The blue ones.
Give me a blue one. We'll get a blue one ready.
For some reason, there's a bunch of shad swarming that log over there. You see it?
If they bait there, liable to be something.
No, they're right there at that stick. Yeah, right there at that little stick that keeps swarming the thing. Popping up out of the water.
You might as well throw it out.
Oh, I don't know. Had a burn point there. Guess you're gonna need some bait, huh?
Yeah, we need some bait. I think we got enough room here to turn. Good old gizzard shad. Getting all the trash.
They said there's a.
Alright guys, that's the size of bait that I'm using. Well, kind of that size and a little smaller.
They said there's a May tournament of Santee Catfish. Doing things to the youth.
I may try to go fish with them boys down there. I like them boys down there. They a bunch of good people. Ralph Wiley and all them do a good job down there on that tournament down there. That tournament series. They're jam up people. Good people. Give me that bobber. Oh, I got it. I'm gonna put fluid on this.
What do you mean I let that fish get off? It got hung up.
Let me see my coffee.
Actually, about
You spilling it? What? Spilling my coffee? That's like gold out here.
Yeah, spill it. I about did.
All right, guys, I'm doing 0.3 mile an hour.
You know what's like old out here?
0.3.
The catfish.
Huh?
You know what's like old out here? The big old catfish.
Yeah, here lately we've been struggling, but today it seems like it might be a little better. Let's hope. We put one 25-pound fish. Well, 24.5 or 24.4 flathead.
24.4.
Then he had something just smoked the rod over there a while ago.
That got hung up on us.
Then it got hung up, we had to break off. We're making a circle right here. Where I'm fishing at is in the river over here, the Sluta River. We're gonna make a circle right here if I got enough room to pick up that Patriot bobber. Way down yonder, it's drifting toward the bank over yonder.
This is not pleasant.
I'm gonna have to send you after the swimming.
Oh, well, it's hot outside.
It ain't that hot.
I'm
I
hot.
figured that the other day when we was camping.
Yeah, I got hypothermia because of it. Wasn't pleasant.
Let me speed up just a little bit doing this turn because the inside board to go slower. Outside board to speed up. And that might be a telltale what we might need to do. What I'm doing is letting that one blue board I'm letting it free spool till it gets way on out there. I've already got one bobber out over here. We'll make a turn that's over the side. But I've got one out here. But I'm gonna let that one get way on out. But I want to tell you something, this lake's full of trash now. I mean, when we first put in, we was dodging logs and everything else and trees. We still might be before it's over with. I got one board over there, there's trash on it right now. See if I can get that trash loose off the board over here. I got that one bobber good piece out there. That blue one, just lock it down.
Hey, what kind of catfish has yellow spots on it?
Huh?
What kind of catfish has yellow spots on it?
Yellow spots.
Yep. And Lake Murray? There's a buddy of mine on the bus went fishing over spring break and caught a catfish in Lake Murray that had yellow spots all over it.
I wonder how big the fish was. It's probably a little old flathead or something.
Probably.
Or one of them little white cats. There's probably little white cats, and of course your smaller. I still got your smaller channel cats has got a lot of spots on them. But I guess they could be any color. I don't know.
He's still dragging on that.
I'll have to reel that in a minute after we make this turn. After I make this turn. Just going to make it all the way back to the hook here in a minute.
You said it did?
Yeah, I'll put that out just a little deeper. In just a minute, I'll get that off. We'll make this turn before I get too close to the bank here. You gotta make wide turns when you're pulling all these planer boards and stuff. To keep everything from getting hung up and jammed up.
That was weird.
What?
See that log out there?
Which one? There's a bunch of logs out there.
That one right there.
Yeah.
Right next to that planer board just came up out of the water.
You got your good eyesight on so you can see that bobber?
Oh,
I think it's way over here.
I don't know. I don't have good eyesight. I said, I'll see.
You got better than I do. You're 13 years old. You're supposed to have good eyesight.
Since when is that thing?
You see it?
Nope.
Let's speed it up a little bit. Yeah, I see it right yonder, about 10 feet off that buoy. But it's past the buoy. You see it now?
All the way out there, close to the bank?
Close to where the rough water starts, or the wind water starts, right at the edge of it. It's over just a little bit. You see it there now?
To the left, to the right?
To the right.
Yeah, I see it now. See, look at that. You get better eyesight than I do.
Well, because I know where I was looking. It's just up close stuff I can't see. We'll get all these straightened back out and get them back in the water again here in just a second. I've already had a couple of these Patriot Barbers stole, and I've had planer boards stole and everything else. So it's bad that you just can't fish an area and not have to worry about somebody getting your stuff.
Yeah, there is. You know where? Huh?
Where?
Santine to Cooper River.
Over the
Alligators. Sticking my hand down there next to that water. That's something we never do.
I think we're gonna catch it. We're gonna catch it.
I lost it. Yeah, no, I still can't see it.
At the edge of the edge of the wind water out there.
Oh, there it is. Can't see the sun's in my eyes. The sun's all the way back there, that's why.
Well, you see that?
What?
Just as soon as I pick the rod up, what about the well? I'm gonna leave that there.
Hey, there's something going on with the two middle ones right there. That's just because they're moving, or is that?
Yeah, because they're moving.
Okay.
They're moving real fast. Catch that board before it ends up at them people's tacos, you know?
Where'd it go? There it is.
Before it ends up at them people's dock.
It's out of the sun. So it goes over here.
It's following the current right around, so we can just make our loop right here. You follow me? We can just kind of go this way.
Wait a minute, if we turn around here and go back up here, maybe
Maybe we'll hit that fish again. You never know. We're coming across the hump right here. We're in 9 feet of water, 7 foot right over here, 7 foot of water right over there.
Wait, we're at 9 feet of water?
Yeah, we're about to
I
drop
can swim
off.
in this.
Huh?
I can swim in this.
There ain't no difference between 9 feet and 100 feet, still over your head.
But it's easier to get to the surface, and though
How's it easier to get to the surface?
you ain't gotta swim as much.
It don't make a bit of difference. You still can't touch the bottom. You see how he does? He's gonna have to go back to school.
I ain't going back to school.
Yeah, you are Monday.
What's a Monday?
You got your net.
My net's back there with you.
Guys, I don't know if you can see, but you see these trees like this right here.
Damn, the fishing's good. I slip across that fence line, pole and back.
People calling me.
You know there's a way to keep
We're
calling it?
just about to, but like I was saying, If you can look, I don't know if you can see them back here, but look at all this stuff floating around back here. Look at all that. All them trees and everything else. That's what we fishing. And we trying to pull planer boards through that stuff, but we got a bobber right up here that he gonna try to catch with the net right here. And we're gonna make another circle through here. This time we're gonna hit in this deep water, Ethan. We're gonna go around this way. We're gonna go right through here.
Okay.
So that bobber's gonna be on the right side of the boat. We're gonna make this turn right here.
Okay.
Then we going up right up here and coming back up and hitting the river ledge, going back up through there. All the trash in the boat. Just a planer board. Anybody pulls planer boards? People that pull planer boards is a nightmare. There you go, get the trash in the net. See how you want to do, Papa?
Trying to keep it
Get the trolling motor. Or get the, there you go. Now you can bring it back here. Now we can get back to fishing.
You already fixed that rod up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a blue bobber on it, remember?
Oh yeah.
I got blue paper. Tires, trash, trees, logs. We're gonna fight through it and we're gonna catch fish. Here's you gotta have patience with all this trash or it'll just aggravate you. Your coat is in my way. It'll just aggravate you to death. I want you close the lid on that stuff. Put it in there, please. Log jam. See if we got by that one. We got one hung up on there.
What was that?
I dropped log on the boat. Dropped the log on the boat.
Look, there's a bottle on the water.
Yeah, get that trash up out of the way. Lay it in the boat, we'll throw it away when we get to the house. The bobber made it down here.
What?
The bobber made it down here.
Yep. Hey, let's get it. I bet you there's still a...
There ain't a hook on it.
Oh, dang.
No.
That's a big fish on that.
I have my coffee.
How much you gonna bet this is a Coke bottle? Yep.
Huh?
It's a Coke bottle.
I believe we got some more catfishermen out there. I hope they having better luck than we are, but we did put a 25-pound flathead in the boat, and he had one good fish to get off. We don't know what it was, but it hammered the planer board. Trying to see if I can find a, there we go. John, good morning. Boy, I've been trying to get Ethan to look at the chat. Apparently he don't know how.
We've been doing things.
You had a dead day with the crappies. Well, we had a late start this morning. We were supposed to have an early start, and Ethan forgot the net, so we had to turn around and go back to the house and get the net, because last time we forgot the net, I had to put them in the boat by hand.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Not when you got a bad back, it ain't fun. But we did put one 25-pound flathead in the boat. Egg 351. Look here, this is how you do this up here. Let me show you. That way you can keep up with this stuff.
I got it right here.
Yeah, Michael, man, it's a lot of trash up here, and we doing our best to dodge it, but it ain't working. Come here, let me teach you a little something.
What?
I ain't closed up, put my coffee up there.
Yeah, quick something. I'll grab it out of here.
So while I'm doing things, you can be talking to them. See, look right here. See that blue arrow?
Yes.
You push that. Look here. You touch the screen right here,
and
it scrolls up. That way you keep up with the chat.
Okay.
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 You need to learn to do all that. We got camera. Let me put this camera over here, see if it helps. Yep, lots of trash. We're about to get it all lined back out. We're gonna make our turn here. It ain't so much the trash, it's the big trees and logs. I mean, you have to try to, with the current coming down through or the wind or whatever, it blows the trash one way and you're trying to go another way and you got to zigzag in and out all that, and we've got 6 boards out. I started to bring another and run 8 boards today, but I'm kind of glad I didn't. It would have been a mess. So I think just running 8 rods was the ticket today. Well, when you got it like this, when you're making a turn, your long rod should be on the left side, then the short rod. And I wasn't paying attention, so I let them cross. So I had to straighten them back up. Yeah, I probably need to catch me some shell crackers, some bait. But I'm using big gizzard shad today. I really had time to go catch no perch and make sure that was spoon. Perch and shell crackers. Because usually I keep bait at the house and I just load it up and come. But I stopped by Kevin's and got my bait this morning. Midlands Outdoors. Kevin Morris, they got good bait down there. Now I don't know how long they'll have gizzard shad. When it starts getting hot, they won't have it no more. So then it's going to force me to go catch my bait. Reel this third one in just a little bit. I want that. No, this no here, son. I want it a little closer. I want that spread. Yeah, reel it in, son. Oh, that's in the wrong place. I see why now. Get it spread. Yeah, Doug, you should be on the boat picking on Ethan. He did put him a 25-pound flathead in the boat earlier. Then he had a grown one get off. It just hammered the planer board and it wrapped around something. And we ended up having to break it off, but it hammered the far out of it. I don't know. They might be a little bit of current out here. It's hard to tell. Right now, I don't think there's much, but I don't think that they're open right now or not. That's a turtle going yonder, or a snake or something yonder going across.
I don't know.
You see it?
Yeah.
It looks a funky color, whatever it is.
There it is, green.
Brian B. catfishing. We trying to put one in the boat. We did get one for the video. I mean, for the regular YouTube channel. Well, I wasn't gonna go live today, but Ethan decided we might. Excuse me, but we might needed to. Doug and fish are marred up in the mud. That old flatty had a bunch of mud on him. We ain't marking much fish, but what we are marking look like they're the ones that we can mark are tight to the bottom. So I'm hoping we can just keep pulling across these and scooting them off the bottom, see if we can make them bite. Because normally, I've done it again, Ethan.
What?
You're not paying attention. I'm gonna go ahead and swap these two, see if we'll make this turn to the lid. I'm just gonna keep that short right there. That way I ain't gotta worry about it. But if they're sucked up tight to the bottom, you're not gonna mark them with that garment if they ain't moving. You ain't gonna mark them with really much of any kind of electronics if they're stuck and buried up in the bottom. They just it kind of blends in with the bottom. Now, grant you, I can see the indentions in the humps, but you don't know whether that's fish or not.
There we go.
Oh, so you got a rod rack 2 weeks ago and you painted it black? Was it the Adeline rod rack? Brian, I like mine. Now, grant you, I had to go through there and I through bolted a lot of stuff because they just sent them with screws. But I through bolted everything and just put some extra bracing because really, fellas, I abuse my stuff. I really do. I abuse it pretty hard. Do all kinds of stuff, and when I get hung up, I just let it go and till it was loose, until I had to pick the rod up and break it.
Didn't you have a hook that went on the hat? The go with the hat?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to it?
Oh, I don't know. I think I lost that hat in the water going down the lake about 30 miles an hour.
I think I lost my hook.
And I think it might have been down at Santee in that rough water down there for me and Doug. And guess what? I wasn't turning around in that rough water and going back and getting that hat. So I just went to the store down there and got me another one.
I don't know where you can buy them hooks at, so I'm gonna put a real one in there.
No, you put one in there. Your brother was stuck in his lip.
My hat's hung up.
Yeah.
But then he does climb things.
You're supposed to be looking at all this. Yeah, Doug, it ain't like it has been the last few times me and you've been fishing. You know, where it's been 25 and 30 mile an hour winds down here. It is nice today, brother.
Hot.
I wish you could have been on the boat with us. Because I needed somebody to keep Ethan straight.
What do you mean by that?
Missing a big fish like he did earlier.
He got hung up.
Now you see all that mesh right there? That's floating. That's coming down right behind us, and that is huge.
Wait, that's floating?
Yeah, that's floating. See where the buoy is?
Yeah.
We come right down through there a while ago, so we're gonna go right around it on this side of it.
I thought the water was slow.
No, that's floating. It's moving this way. Hey, there must be a little bit of current the way that this is moving, because it's calm out here, and it ain't much current. It probably ain't a half a mile an hour current. So apparently they're still pulling a little bit of water. Come here, water, Ellers.
Well, over ice is melted.
Huh?
Oh, the ice is melted.
Yeah, but it's still cold.
Yeah.
We left water in there and just put ice in it, so we'll do everything we need to do. Boy, I'm loving this no wind. Don't have to put a drift sock out. Getting hung up pretty regular. But if you ain't fishing structure or trash on the bottom or anything like that, you ain't gonna catch many fish. So you need to fish where the structure's at.
There's one.
Mm-hmm.
One right there, one right
Yeah,
there.
there's a couple of fish.
There's one right there.
They ain't that big, but I like to see a fish that'll cover the screen. And we've got the same setup as we always do. 3 boards each side of the boat, and Patriot bobbers out, 2 Patriot bobbers out the back. Just a dragging. That doesn't sound good. Dog will bark at somebody hollering, ow. There's something going on with that board over there.
Yeah, turtle.
Huh?
Turtle. Sitting in that little thing, the tiny baby one.
I know going live, I ain't got my phone plugged up. It pulls a lot of power going live.
It's constantly going. Because it's constantly going.
Like your video games you play all the time? Like your video games you're playing all the time on your phone?
I'm talking about, I'm watching it.
We're kind of pulling down this ledge right here. Now we over in a little deeper water. We in 15 feet right now. Doug, you fish that crappie tournament next weekend? I believe there's a crappie tournament out of Hills. I mean, not Hills, but River Winds. River Winds next weekend.
Yeah, river winds?
Yeah. I think it's a big tournament. Let's go ahead and make a turn. Yeah, see how close that right there is to the buoy there now?
Mm-hmm. That turtle sitting on that?
Yep, it looks like it. Turtle sitting on that log floating down the lake.
Wow.
Let me see if I want to cut across right here and hit the river channel. Yep, I do. I do. I want to cut across this hump over here. Yeah, this is a beautiful day to fish. Beautiful. We ain't had no pretty weather really to do some good fishing. And plus, I ain't got to fish like I normally do because that work thing that you call work interferes here in the last 4 or 5 months. That's why I ain't had as many videos and stuff out. And really hadn't been where the fish is at, like normal where they're at. But this time of year, they normally supposed to be up this way. And they supposed to have been started up this way a month ago. But it's kind of been slow up this way, so it's bound to pick up. But we did catch one good fish, so maybe we can catch a couple more up through here once we make this turn. Uh-oh.
What?
Watch this close rod right here. Something just hammered it and let go. You slow it down just a little bit. Maybe you won't have to chase it as hard. Now let's see what we can make happen. What is the water temperature? 66.40, 66.4. I figured there'd be some up through here, so only thing we can do is try. They're there. They just marred up in the mud.
If we gotta got that baseball game we gotta go to tonight. I forgot about that.
I ain't got to go to it.
But I do.
Is that hose still on that aerator in there? What are you doing sitting up here? You need to be sitting back here.
I'm sitting in the shade. Notice the blood going up in the area.
Do you know a good boat mechanic in the area? I have electric.
Yeah, it's a door.
No, I really don't. Marina, where I bought my boat, is where I take my boat if I need anything done to it. And plus, my son, he works on, his engines and stuff, and his 2 boats. But as far as just electrical work on that, I don't know. But there's probably somebody right there in chat that can put you on somebody that's good on that stuff. That ain't saying one day I may not have to find somebody myself. But normally I try to do everything myself, but since this was, it's not a new boat motor now, but I changed the oil and everything in it myself and all that, and the pumps and all that, but since it's out of warranty and all that, then I'll take care of all that stuff myself. Because I think this particular boat, I think I bought this, 6 years ago? Something like that. Now Doug on there can tell you, if Doug's still in the chat, he might be able to tell you who's good.
Is he still in chat?
I don't know if he's still in chat or not. That one thing is trying to do that again. While I'm making these turns. Oh. Oh, I know. Them boats is funny to work on. It ain't like an old small block Chevrolet, old Ford or something like that. I get confused real easy on that stuff. I'm old school. Carbureted. Standard ignition. Boy, all that stuff's in the past now, even on the old race cars and stuff. The race cars now, everything's electronic on them things, man. That's something else.
You can get the four-wheeler fixed. Wonder who can fix that? Who do you
I'm
think?
just gonna put a battery in it. Will that work?
Yeah.
You gonna go buy the battery for me?
How much are they?
I don't know, about 70 bucks.
Yeah, I ain't got that kind of money.
How you think it's gonna get fixed?
I'll fix the string. I just melt it all together.
I'll just get a battery.
So, is the rope fixable?
Yeah, you can put a new rope on it, but I'm just gonna put a battery in it so the electric start will work.
Yeah.
That way I ain't got to pull on it.
Yeah.
I get you to pull on
I wonder how it'd be to fix the rims on it. What do you think?
it. I don't know, but I need you to get them tires off them rims for the boat trailer.
Hmm?
So we can go put new tires on. Well, I got good tires on the boat trailer, but I won't put new ones on it.
Are those tires sitting
And
down
them
there
other
before?
rims.
No, those tires sitting down there before?
No. They ain't gonna put them big old tires. That's Casey's Jeep tires. They ain't gonna go on no boat trailer.
The one sitting down there sitting next to where the boat goes?
Yeah, that's the rims I'm gonna put on there. Tires ain't gonna do. I had my little Casey's buddy, our little neighbor. He's one of our second, third, fourth, fifth sons, or whatever how you want to call them, because I about half raised them all. Me and my wife did, and he polished them up for me. So I just need to put tires on it so we can get the trailer looking good. What you think?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back over toward that bank now.
Kind of
Now,
regretting
if you
that.
remember, this is the spot 3 years ago, right here, where this hump's at. See that hump right there?
Mm-hmm.
I got a video out where you caught a 64-pounder right here.
Oh, they're up there, got the 70 and the
Yeah,
80.
and I'm
50.
looking at a quarter-mile right there on up the lake. On up the rivers where we caught a 72 and a 82
And we also caught a 50.
and something else there,
Yes,
40 or
50.
50 pounder in one hole right there.
We caught a 56 pounder. We caught a 60, a 72, and an 82. That's the 50.
In a 20-foot spot up there,
And the
probably.
the 50, 60.
But grant you, it was, several days apart from each other. I like to see something go down across this hump right here. It'd be nice if I was chatting just stay up.
Oh, I got it right here. With a halfway dead phone.
Halfway dead.
Yeah. I've been leaving it here for the past hour.
I've got see if I ain't got a shorter plug in that'll fit your phone, and you can use this long cord right here and plug it into the charger up there. I see something rolling in the water back there. I don't know what it is back there next to that bobber.
Is it rolling the water? Or
You
is
see
it
it?
where?
It might be bait. It might be something like some bait right there.
Or it might be a turtle.
You see?
Yeah.
Don't say that. I don't want to catch none of that.
Might be a gar.
The only thing I want is fish in the boat.
A gar is a fish.
I don't want that in the boat. I don't want that in the boat. I've done been cut up by them. I don't like them.
Cut the line too much.
Hmm.
They cut the line too
Did you
much.
find one?
I'm looking. No, it's an iPhone charger.
There might not be one in there.
It's only
I thought there was a short one in there.
Nope.
Dang. Well, you're out of luck.
It's fine.
We can plug this right here up for a minute. My phone will probably run without it for a little while.
I mean, it's still got 57% on it.
How much?
57?
57?
Yeah.
Well,
Last time batteries it ran it last.
we'll plug that back up and just wait. Well, mine's on 100% here. You can plug it up for a little bit. There we go. That's what we're looking for right there.
Yep.
We bump over just a little bit. See? See?
Yep.
Right off this hump right here. Let's see if he'll bite. See if that in the bite. That was a good fish right there. I ain't seen one like that all morning. I ain't seen one like that all morning. We're in 9.7 feet of water. Look here. Don't put your feet on my windshield. What's wrong with you?
Everything.
Zip all that back up. See if we can make something happen.
They wonder what the length of the lead that we usually do. Usually runners.
Michael, every one of mine, I'll run from 18 inches to 3 foot. Every one of them has got a different length leader on them. It just seems, I don't take the time, to just make them all the same. I put them all different lengths, and sometimes certain lengths, catch more fish. Uh-oh. There was a hit. Let's see if he continues on with it. That middle board got hit and
I see
pulled.
it.
Huh?
I see it.
Looked like he let go of it. He must not have wanted it. I hope it wasn't that one that we seen on the fish finder. But no, I use different size leaders on everything. And that seems to work for me. Because sometimes they will hit a different length of leaders every how high the bait is suspended. And also that also comes in effect on how fast that you're pulling also. If you're pulling slow, you can run slower, shorter leaders, but if you're pulling fast like 0.5, because when you're coming off that weight and your line's coming up, it's only coming up so far with the short leader. And the faster you pull, the more it's going to pull that bait down. You see what I'm saying? So I kind of run all different, because when you're doing like what we do, you'll pull at different speeds. But a lot of times, a lot of people think that you're getting hung up on the weights and stuff, but usually it's the hooks when they get pulled down. When you get pulled down, that's usually what hangs up is your hooks. So I try to run, longer leaders, but I do have short ones, because there'll be times you'll pull 0.3, then when you're making turns or whatever, you'll end up, some of your boards will pull faster, so it'll pull down. But I mean, that's my theory on that. But they're from 18 inches to 3 foot. And there's times when the fish bite when you're pulling faster. I mean, I've caught them, been in them, pulling 0.7 before, but when you're pulling that fast, I want a long leader. I was hoping we could pick something up off that hump right there. I thought you was looking at this. You're supposed to be reading these and all that. What's wrong with you? You're supposed to be telling me, because it just don't pop up on mine all the time, but when you're looking at it on there, it does.
No, it don't. It just constantly stays on there.
Constantly stays on yours. Yeah.
Because I'm watching it.
Where we at here now? Now, see what we got going on. Boy, it sure is a beautiful day out here, though. Now I'm using pretty good sized bait. I'm using big chunks about that size right there. If y'all can see, I'll show you about the size of my hand. So I'm using, pretty good sized bait on 12-aught hooks. 12-aught octopus circle hooks. The river run right here, pull closer to the bank, right up through here. When we get over here. Somebody's coming through there slowly. Better be careful. And that's the thing is, a lot of people, when all the people come out here, the pleasure ride and all that, they don't know this end of the area. I see jet skis and I mean, I haven't today, but in boats, and they pulling people and stuff. Where we're fishing at is, if you don't know it, it can be dangerous, because there's a lot of stumps and everything else is just right under the water. If you don't know where you're coming through here, and going up the Saluda River, so there's a lot of I hear people hitting stumps all the time up and down through here, because they just don't know. You see that? That's logs right there.
Yep.
If you hadn't forgot the net this morning, it would have been a whole lot earlier.
What do you mean I forgot the net?
You see how he does? This is how he do. Look at her. You see that? I can't keep him straight.
I'm comfy.
Well, a lot of times, Michael, I'll fish at nighttime. I'll drag baits at nighttime just like I do in the daytime. But if it gets pretty bad on Murray sometimes, even at nighttime. And you don't want to come down here on a holiday weekend by no means. I mean, it's way too dangerous. So I've only got probably about the middle of May, probably. And through the summer months, I'll start fishing Monticello a whole lot. And then when I do fish Murray, it will be at nighttime. And because it's just to do what we do as far as pulling boards and all that, that's just too much boat traffic. boat traffic for me, people running over your stuff and all that, and being inconsiderate, and all that. Although they did pass that new law that none of the boats can be within of a stop boat or anchored boat. I think it's 150 feet or 100 feet or 150 feet. I don't know what it is, but that's not going to stop them. It never does. Because them people like that don't read the rules and regulations.
When they passed that law?
This year.
Well,
This year, but it don't stop them because I mean people like that don't read that stuff.
no. So I wonder why they brought that up.
Hmm.
So I wonder why they brought that up. Finally.
Well, because it's among your boat accidents on Lake Murray. I mean, how many times had one boat run through another boat down here? It happened a couple of times this past year. One couple was out on the lake, and they was anchored out, lights and everything on. They was going to stay out on the water that night on the lake, and some drunks in a boat come through and run right up in the middle of their pontoon boat. Luckily, they didn't get seriously hurt. He just happened to see them coming and got his wife out of the way.
Did it go straight through the boat?
He was on top of the boat.
Was the boat still
Which I'm sure it
usable?
destroyed, the pontoon boat.
That's what I was asking about. Did it just split the pontoon boat in half?
Well, no, it ain't gonna split it in half, I'm sure, but I mean, when you run a boat up on another one, that ain't good. But Monticello's a good fishery, but it's a love-hate relationship for that lake there. You can go smoke them one day and go the next day and not even get a bite.
You know what it is good for though? The brim.
Yeah,
Up on the big island there.
yeah. Good place to catch shell cracker stuff around the island. Good place to perch fish. We'll probably keep on right here another 15 minutes as far as going live, then we'll get off. And if we catch more, we're also doing a video on the GoPro, so if we catch more fish, we'll put it out. I just wish you hadn't lost that fish earlier.
Yeah, I know.
I wish you'd reeled down, kept reeling on him so he wouldn't have got hung up. You're just slacking up.
I did keep rolling.
You're just slacking up.
What do you mean I did keep rolling? The boat was moving and the fish was moving. Heck, it could have got caught on a boat. On the boat for all we know.
Up the river, get out of boat traffic, even at nighttime. Cause I mean, up the Saluda River, even on the little river, the little Saluda, up the rivers, you can find some good places. You can go from Bush River, this area right here where we're fishing, up to Kempson's Bridge up there. You can find some good anchor spots. Then from Kempson's Bridge on up for the next mile and a half, 2 miles is good anchor spots. You can find some good deep holes up there, and that'll hold a few fish. But I'm gonna pull at nighttime. We might be. I think that's some fish moored up in the mud right there. I think. Let's see if we can get them to move. I don't want to get up to the power line and get that flat up there. What time is it?
10:32.
We got plenty of time to make a good pull up through here. And it ain't gonna be long. I'm gonna have to reel in and change bait though. Put some fresh on. Put some fresh on. Boy, I am loving today. It's such a beautiful day out here. All the fronts and everything's come through and gone. It's supposed to be pretty all weekend. I might fish tomorrow too. We might fish tomorrow too.
No one took a chat.
Oh yeah. Oh, anytime, but I mean, I'll give anybody. I mean, I'm not no professional, but I do what I do, and if I can help somebody out, I always will. I always will. I used to anchor. I hate pulling them anchors no more, so I ain't gonna anchor. Now there'll be times at nighttime that I do have anchor poles that I've got some hook eyelets in the front of both sides in front of my boat. I got some 12-foot 3/4 aluminum rods that I will anchor like that. I'm not gonna throw no anchor out and be pulling on no anchors, because if I anchor, it's gonna be in shallow water in the summertime, at the edge of some deep holes or something, or at the edge of the river, or there's ledges or something like that, where I can mark some fish and kick back and relax. Well, they got a crowd over there now. Keeping right on, right on. I want to see one fold over. 0.3, 0.4, kicking back and forth, so we staying pretty consistent. I wish should have went live first thing this morning, put that flathead on that, but we'll make the video with that and with the one that you let get off.
What do you mean when I let get off? It got tangled.
Boy, anytime y'all can take somebody fishing, children or something like that, take them. It's so enjoyable. But I would start off with young kids. Now Ethan, he's a little different. I start off with young kids, like my other grandkids, perch fishing or brim fishing. You know, something that you can, well, they can put some fish in the boat so they don't get bored. I don't care if Ethan gets bored or not. You know, he reeled in enough fish. He goes along, just sits, just waits for me to tell him when to catch one.
At the time I was asleep.
You like it when Papa picks on you, don't you?
And half the time I'm dead asleep.
Yeah, that's going to be stopping. You
Yeah,
ain't going to be too long. You're going to be taking Papa fishing.
And the other half the time I'm rolling fish.
Yeah, and you need to start doing this YouTube stuff, because when I'm done, you're going to have to take it over. See, because there's a fish marred in the mud, but he's down in the mud right there.
Yep.
Let me see if I can get him on that board out yonder. See if I can make him move. See if I can make him move. I can tell that was a fish. What I've got here, guys, is the Garmin live scope. I don't know if you can see that, but that's on perspective view. This is out the sides of the boat, and that's in front of the boat. So I'm looking 80 feet out from the sides all the way around to the front of the boat right there. And you can see a few little, uh-oh. Well, I think the battery's gone. Yep.
Yep.
Give me a battery. And the way I got mine set up
Make a coffee.
is this is the walk here. Let me have, oh, you can move it. Is the walk batteries. This is the 20 volt 6 amp hour batteries, and because these things pour so much juice, and you can see, I don't know if you can see the plug right here or not, but that's what I use. Slide it in that, and you can get them plug things right there off Amazon. And but I keep 4 batteries on the boat, but they last about 3 hours. Them 6 amp hour batteries last about 3 hours. And I keep 4 of them on the boat, just in case. But let me get this back and what I was doing. It's loading up now. Like I say, I'm looking at each side of the boat all the way to the front of the boat, 80 feet. I've got it set on 80 feet right there. So, and this is the pole. I believe that's a fish bite. Fish bite. This is the water transducer hooked on right here. And I just pull this pin, and I can raise it up, and it's locked in. Then I can just pull this pin and drop it down, get it locked in, and there we go. Just got it pointed forward. That's the direction that I'm going, the direction that I want to see. So that's what I'm looking at fish on that Garmin right there. We'll see what happened to that fish though, where we went to. Right through here's where we lost that bobber, and where that other fish got off at. That he can let him get off.
He got tangled up.
If you'd have kept on him, he wouldn't have though. If you'd have turned him. See, that's a big cat fever rod. If you'd have just grabbed hold of that thing and just held on to it and pulled him, when he was going over, he wouldn't have got over and got wrapped around it.
That's what I was doing. And he kind of got down low, and there'd be a log in front of him. He still could have got tangled around it.
You're right.
And that's what happened.
I don't know if that's what happened or not.
Might have been.
Might have been. Yeah, Lake Wiley up there. I fished Wiley a couple times. I fished the Patriot James tournament. Old Dieter, he fishes up there all the time. I've been trying to get him to come down here and fish Murray. He ain't made it yet, but he needs to do it through the winter months. Me and him were supposed to get together eventually and try to fish together. And I want to take old Patriot James fishing. I want to take him over Monticello. He's been wanting to go over Monticello, so I want to take old James Smith over Monticello. But like I say, that lake right there, I hate taking anybody to that lake because there's a good chance we may not catch nothing. There's a good chance we might go load the boat up. That's just the way that lake is. Boy, Southern Comfort Outdoor, you are so correct on that. People just don't know. That's a different animal. You can't approach that lake like you do other lakes. You know, and I do. I fish there a lot. And you just can't approach it. And I've caught some grown ones out there too, but you just can't approach that lake like any other lake because it ain't. It's not river fed. It's not river fed, and the water, I mean, they pull water up and down every day there. And that's just a totally different animal. But I do enjoy the lake because there's no boat traffic. The parking lots can be full and you may not see that many boats out on the water. Well, yes, you're exactly right on that too. See, it's such a small lake. Uh, there's a lot of people mainly catfish that lake, and they keep everything that they pull out of the water out of that lake. So it does hinders it quite a bit. But I want to tell you something. Now, right below the lake, right there, Paul Reservoir, where they pump it in and out to that lake, there's some good fish down there too. And I'll probably start fishing some down there. But here lately, the way the economy and stuff is, I'm afraid to put my boat in somewhere like down Par or places like that where vandals and stuff happen. Because I like fishing down Par too. Because there's some good fish down there. Now you can load your coolers up about every trip down there, you know. But as y'all know, I don't keep that many fish, so I keep whatever we're going to eat. But 99.9% of the time, I throw everything back. And I definitely ain't keeping nothing over. Me personally, I ain't keeping nothing over 10 pounds. And I ain't got a problem with people keeping fish. I mean, that's just me. Because I just want, because I take this boy right here, my grandchildren, I want them to be able to put a good fish in the boat. That's the only reason. That's a loud motor.
What is it?
It's Mercury. It's 4-stroke. I mean,
so
2-stroke. Huh?
Is that why it's so loud?
Yeah. And 4-strokes ain't gonna be that loud.
What's the quietest motor you think?
All right, guys. I think we've been on here an hour and a half. We ain't got to put I don't think we put a fish in the boat live yet, but I'm gonna keep on till we do eventually. But I think an hour and a half is long enough. So on live video, on like going live, but we're gonna pull up through here, and I'll put it. If we catch some more fish, I'll put a video out with them on there, but it'll be a whole lot shorter. It'll be probably a 20 or 30 minute video instead of going live for an hour and a half. I appreciate y'all joining in. I just wish we could have done a little something live. All right, Mike. If you need any more information, just holler at me in chat or something like that. And we'll go from there. Maybe we can get together and go one day or something. But y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching. Thing off.
You want your chair back? Huh? The boat's rocking. You're staying completely still.